Hi, I'm Annie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I post weekly web design tips that are easy to follow along. Today I'll show you how to create this design. This website is built on Wix Studio and requires absolutely no JavaScript or CSS. This cursor effect can even be used to create cool micro interactions like these for your clients, where the visitor hovers over a word like this and the cursor changes. You can use custom images or vectors or select by the endless library available inside Wix Studio. I usually start off my design with a quite tall section, usually around 800 pixels. For this design, I start off with a video I created in Layapix from an image I created in Midjourney. I add the video as a background. When I have the section selected, I scroll down to cursor. For this design, I selected a PNG image with a transparent background in the shape of a flower. I want my flower as big as possible, so I drag this slider all the way up to 128 pixels. And as you can see, this makes the cursor into a flower for the entire section. And now for a bit more creative way of using this cursor effect, to create micro interactions like these. For this design, I decided I wanted a few of the words to trigger this interaction and show a different cursor on hover. As you can see, on a simple text block, you cannot add the cursor effect. So to create this in Wix Studio, we have to do a little workaround. Start by adding a new container. Drag this container on top of the text box. Adjust the container's background to 0 in opacity, so that it's completely transparent. Adjust the container to cover the word you want to trigger this cursor effect. Scroll down to cursor and add. Because this is a website for a tennis club, on the word court, I wanted a tennis ball to show. Wix Studio has a huge library of vector art you can select from. I add the tennis ball and drag the slider all the way up to 128 pixels. As usual, I publish the site and preview how it looks. I felt like I wanted this hover interaction to trigger a little bit more outside the word, so I just made the container bigger. Now I think this looks really cool, and I'm gonna do the same for a few other words. Because I already have the correct settings on this container, I just hold the Option key and drag this container out to make a copy of it with the exact same settings. And then I just adjust it to fit a different word. I select another vector art from the Wix Studio library to match this word. And again, I just hold Option and drag to make a duplicate with the exact same settings for a different word. Adjust it to fit the length of this word. And select a new cool vector art for this one. And then I do the same on the last word. Hold Option, drag to make a duplicate with the exact same settings, and I just adjust the vector to fit this word. No need to make any other changes because I already have this set to 128 pixels. And that's exactly how I built this really cool website with micro interactions in Wix Studio.